Hey there, friends. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Project Zomboid Guy on Fire, episode 12. The only thing I have to be worried about going in here is if there's enough people to stop me from coming out, right? You don't want to get swarmed. So here we are. Committing federal crimes. I mean, I suspect the, oodles of murders of zombies probably constitutes some federal crimes as well, but this is federal crimes as well. Oh, sounds like I'm not alone. Knock, knock. So all these are books and magazines. I don't know where the growl came from, but it doesn't seem to be here at the moment. So I'm going to start in the back and work front and right. So cardboard box, don't need. Newspapers, I'm going to leave them. I don't think they're all that important. So what I need to do is I need to mark down on my little bingo sheet what I find. So carpentry beginners and intermediates. I need both those books. That's going to help immensely. I'm also going to take the book. Expert electricity, so that would be book 4. I do need as well. Expert farming. You name it, I need it. Expert metalwork. Indeed. Farming beginners is a no. Farming intermediates, however, is a yes. And then master electricity, yep. Forging beginners, I believe I need as well. I do. Man, this is a windfall. Keep coming. Now, we're really after just one magazine, but I'll take what I can get. So advanced cooking, that would be cooking, yep, I need that. Advanced mechanics, yep. Advanced trapping, definitely. Oop. Almost marked it down in the wrong spot. Expert fishing, expert foraging. Both. And expert trapping. Oh boy. Bingo card is filling up quick. Magazine that I can read now. So these magazines were for farming cure, to cure mildews and flies. Devil's water fungus you cannot cure. A remote trigger and a crafted trigger. And then also a trap and cage trap. Okay, farming intermediates. No. Carpentry, no. Fishing intermediate. Yes. Master fishing, yes. And a book. So that was fishing books. Cool. Advanced mechanics? Nope. Expert electricity? Nope. Master fishing? Nope. Things are going well. Thank you for asking. Came from your YouTube series, but you're a few episodes behind. Give him a pat? Oh, certainly. He loves pats. All right, I got advanced fishing. Cooking beginners. Yes. Expert trapping. That's my first cookbook, which is crazy. Expert trapping. No. I'm also getting very, very encumbered, so I should not fight. Advanced electricity, no. Advanced forage, yes. Foraging intermediates, no. Trapping beginners, yes. I hope I'm doing this right. Hope I'm actually logging it correctly. No generated books so far. So here's some that are introduced through the More Traits mod. So we have stripped meat from corpses. Oh, God. And then improvised medical stuff. Might as well get that read real quick. All right, Master Carpentry is an absolute yes. And Master Mechanics. And now Mechanics is done. I have every mechanic book in my possession. Tailoring Intermediate is a yes. That's one I really wanted to find. That will probably be on my, like, next up to read. Unless I get Metalwork. Advanced Metalwork. Snare Trap. Hey, Panda, thanks for gifting out a sub. Where was that book? Fishing Beginner and Intermediate. Beginner, I needed, and fishing books are done. Master Cooking and Advanced Tailoring. Hey, Advanced Tailoring and Master Cooking. Both yes. All right. It appears to me like I'm going to need to go elsewhere for books. Cheers. I don't think this facility is going to be able to satisfy my curiosity need. So there's the Metalwork book that I said I really wanted. Mechanics is done. And Cooking Intermediates, absolutely. Advanced Forge, no. The beginner books I have. So, unless I'm mistaken, I have searched them all. And I'm exerted just doing that. No, I didn't search this rack, like, somehow. Except for I don't need that book. Did I skip some? No, I don't think I did. Okay. Well, let's head back. So next up, I'm gonna let you all vote on my next priority, and I'll do that now. So either keep searching for books and magazines, or skill grind carpentry, because that would be good for when the water shuts off, to get rain barrels, or search for VHS tapes, or viewer suggestions. What do you think I should do tomorrow? Really not that comfortable with all the growling that's happening up in this place. Oops. But, yeah, we're live, so... I'm sure my trunk can't fit all of this, but I'm going to store as much as I can so that if I do have to fight back home, I'm not so encumbered that I lose. I can also drop my backpack if I need to. Yeah, there's still quite a lot. Quite a lot of bogeys in the area. And this is the spiffos where their alarm went off, and you can see it is sort of low-key nightmarish around here now. That's a lot of zombies. That is a death stack of zombies. I forgot to grab the fishing intermediate book. Oh well. I may have already have it. Fishing is also one of those skills that I'm never going to use because I find fishing to be insufferably boring in the game. And I'd rather not eat any protein than spend a second fishing, so it's also a book that I will never read. I just collect them to collect them. Like Pokemon. You know, the Pokemon that you have that you never use. Yeah, it's pretty inefficient. I agree. I mean, if you enjoy fishing, cool, but I don't. So, pass. Alright, looks like skill grind carpentry is going to be the goal. So I think what I'm going to do is read, obviously, for the rest of today. I'm going to sort my books and then read the carpentry book that I have. Another way to gain carpentry skill, like Blockbuster, like whatever, is to watch the tapes. So if I really want to skill gain carpentry, once I'm done reading, it might be a good idea to go investigate the VHS store to see if any of the woodworking shows are taped there, because I will fly up XP-wise ridiculously. You don't even really need to do the carpentry yourself. You can just read about it, watch a tape about it, and then you're done. It's kind of ridiculous. I love it. I love it, but it is not balanced. That was one heck of a sweaty day today. Fishing intermediates? Yeah, it's right there. I grabbed it. I wish you could favorite things to stay in the car. That'd be nice. I also forgot to put the jerry can in there, didn't I? Yeah, this bookshelf is full. To the floor you go. Bob Villa's just that good. I don't know, I'm more of a Tim the Toolman Taylor kind of guy myself, which is like 1990s Electro Boom. Arr? I can't make the right noise. Close enough. You know what's weird? The biggest Nate? Is that is exactly the Pokemon that came to my mind when I thought of useless. So you and I are on the same wavelength. I was like, what would be the stupidest Pokemon that you catch but you never use? And I was like, maybe a Doug Trio. Maybe like a Vilebat or Doug Trio or something like that. I haven't played Pokemon in decades, but I do remember Doug Trios being lame. Alright, let's plop our keister down. Oh, I'm already... Okay, I didn't need the carpentry for beginners, did I now? I already know it. So, intermediate I already have on me, and then advanced is somewhere in here. Did I put them in the... No, I didn't put them in the trash. I don't need the advanced yet. Wait, I thought I grabbed the advanced. Well, maybe I blanked on that and left it, because it would be here. I can always go back. It's not like I burned the house to the building to the ground. So there's a few things that I keep saying that I shouldn't forget. So one, let's see if the alarms work. And then two, let's stick this gas can into the trunk. So if I find myself near the gas station and no one's guarding it, I can top up. How small is my trunk now? Oh, it's been shrinking. Started off, I think, at 24 kilos. It's down to 21. Is this my permanent base? It is not. No. I'd only consider a base this inadequate in, like, a challenge. Like, live in a small house with no security features other than broken stairs. Nope. 'Tis not my base. Oh, I might have overread. Let's change that alarm for later. Let's go 9:45. I've already decided where I want to permanently live unless something weird happens. Yeah. But I haven't said. Nor will I. Not until I make it true. Okay, 9:45 whipped by, and my alarm never went off. So the bug is still a bug. When will I be moving? When I feel like it. When I feel ready to move, I guess is the more appropriate answer. When I've got the means to survive in a new house. Like these skills to build. What am I eating today? Oh, something's growling at me from outside my door. That's not so cool. Oh, and they're pounding on the window now. Hi! You know, that window's blockaded. You'll have to come around. Go around. Man, this HOA is aggressive. No, you cannot borrow my sugar. Go away. I missed it. I thought I'd be back in time. Well, I guess it'll be a surprise if a chopper shows up today. And away we go! So you guys want me to level up a carpentry? And I don't want to do the hard work to level up carpentry, so I'm going to try to find some carpentry tapes. I know it's sort of like my own personal interpretation, but the end result will be the same. My carpentry skills will go up, and this way I think is actually faster, so more bang for your buck. That's one way to deal with an HOA. I was in an HOA meeting years ago, and like every resident of the HOA cussed out the HOA rep so hard she left. She just got in her car and drove away. I was a renter, so I had no skin in the game. My landlord was beholden to the HOA. I wasn't. I didn't directly pay the HOA any dues or anything like that, but I thought it was hilarious that everybody was just like, Yo, HOA lady rep. You don't know what you're talking about. Leave. And she did. Pretty awesome. Panda! Thank you all for the gifted subs. And cheers to you. Yeah, the long story short is I was living in Southern California at the time, and it was peak drought. The governor had issued a water usage ordinance where you weren't allowed to, like, water your lawns or anything. It was, you know, you'd be fined extraordinarily heavily for it. And the HOA lady was like, your lawns are brown. And we were like, yeah, as they should be. And then the HOA lady was like, you know, another thing with the HOA was it was like in a cul-de-sac that had a pool. And it was a community pool that hadn't had water in it ever. Like, it just had some, like, dog feces in it, and that was it. It was dry with, like, poop. And we're like, what is our HOA fees doing for us? The pool that the HOA is supposed to be responsible for has been a concrete hole since as far as we could remember. And that's what our dues were for? So when everyone was like, no, we're not watering our lawns, and unless you start to hold up your end of the bargain of, like, making sure our houses aren't broken into and the pool that we pay for isn't full of dog feces, we're not paying anything. That was the HOA meeting. It was very funny. Needless to say, it was not a good neighborhood. At one point, someone broke into my house while I was home, threw a rock through the window to try to steal what I'm imagining is electronics for drugs, and I had to chase him out of my home. That was the kind of neighborhood it was in. Late stage capitalism. Oh yeah. Good stuff. HOAs are power tripping Karens. You know what's sad is, like, the HOA lady actually seemed to not be an unreasonable human, but, like, she was hired, of course, to say the things that the organization or whatever wanted her to say. So I think she honestly sympathized, and I felt kind of bad, because she was like, I get it. You don't want your dogs stolen off your lawns, and you don't want your houses broken into, but, like, you need green grass. And we're like, yeah, but green grass is illegal. I don't know what to say, lady. We're not allowed. We're legally not allowed to water our lawns. So, you know. Also, lawns are pretty stupid when you live in a desert. Go with, like, native plants. Or hardscape or something. I don't know. Yeah, you only hear about the bad ones, true. It cuts both ways. You know, like, you can imagine a neighbor being somewhat of a nightmare. Where, like, they decide to, you know, I'm trying to think of, like, what would be a really obnoxious neighbor. Like, imagine a neighbor that was like, all right, you know what I want? I want, like, really raunchy, pseudo-fake Roman naked cherubs all over my lawn, peeing out yellow liquid into, like, a bird bath or something, and you're like, oh god, like, you have no taste, right? And, like, if you're protected by an HOA, the HOA can be like, sorry, that's against ordinances. But if you're not, you just have to deal with that, like, nightmare neighbor. Or in, because I've definitely had neighbors like this, which I didn't mind, but, like, I used to have a neighbor that was he was a small engine tech, you know, fixing stuff like lawnmowers and the like, and he would regularly have, like, 6 or 7 broken down cars on blocks in his yard. And I was directly across the street from him. And it was, I personally don't care, but I can totally imagine being the kind of neighbor which is like, I care about the aesthetics of my home. I don't want to look like I live in a junkyard. I get that. And if you're in an HOA, yeah, that can't happen. But if you're not protected by an HOA, haha, guess what? You have no legal recourse. But mostly they just screw with you. Right, so I am almost inside hit vids now. Unless the alarm goes off. Let me pull the car up a little closer. What is an HOA? A homeowners organization. Basically, it's like if an entire neighborhood was owned by one, or governed by one large organization, one governing body, and that governing body could set guidelines and rules. Like, you know, you must have a grass yard, or you must not park your car on the street, or things like that. Sometimes the rules are reasonable, sometimes they're not. Yeah, that would be an HOA. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. Just one of those things. I think the original concept is like to protect your investment, right? Because if you, let's say you buy a home and your home is next to like a nightmare neighbor that is so gross, they drive down the price of your own home, that's pretty crummy. And if you're trying to like move, right? Like if you need to move for work and you're like, well, I can't even sell my home for what it's worth because my neighbor is so, you know, has like, it looks like a junkyard or something like that. Yeah, then it's a bit of a bummer, right? You lose thousands of dollars. Oh, Carzone. Nice. Carzone is a mechanics book, or mechanics video. And there we go. Woodcraft. Woodcraft 6. That's going to help level up my carpentry like crazy. I think at home I have Cook 5, so I'll take Cook 3. Most of these others... let me actually bring up the list of VHS tapes. So some of the home tapes provide you skill. You can find the full list here. I'll just link it to you all. And Malden, thank you for the resub. So it's OSCC, Stock Cars, Granny Nanny, Tailoring 101, Nofvid, Number 9, Maldra, AV Club, TV Repair, RMFA, and Combat Wound Management. Those are the ones that provide skills for home tapes. And then all the non-home tapes, the only ones that provide skill are like the Woodcraft, Exposure Survival, this one, or Carzone, or Cooking. Those are the 4 that are not home tapes. So all these other tapes are just for entertainment. And I'm not going to bother collecting them until I have a home to store them in, which I don't have. I have not found nearly as many carpentry tapes as I wanted. I only have 2 woodcraft. Let me expand this list so you can see it a bit better. This is what I have so far. Oh, woodcraft 1, there we go. And the current meta is to not watch TV at the start of the game, because you get more experience by reading the associated book and then watching the tape afterwards. You get a lot more experience that way. Oh man, I have so many woodcraft tapes. I'm set. So here's a home tape, for instance, but these are home tapes that are generic. You need named home tapes of the ones I just raffled off or just told you about, and they are the ones that provide XP. You know, I'm gonna take this home tape because mathematical. Let me This mathematical tape isn't even on the list. I think it's like new. So it might have skills associated with it. I don't know what skills, but I don't know. Whatever. It's not too heavy. Cook Show 5. Bada bing, bada boom. Dead Wrong gives Blade? I don't think so. Not according to the wiki. Oh! No, you're right. It gives, Dead Wrong and Mother's Boy gives aiming and reloading a tiny amount. I am wrong about that. Thank you, Glitch. Let me double back and look for Mother's Boy and Dead Wrongs. What else is there that I overlooked? I think that was it. Let me make sure. So Mother's Boy series gives you a tiny amount of short blade, and Dead Wrong gives you a tiny amount of aiming and reloading. So Mother's Boy and Dead Wrong. There's Mother's Boy. I guess it's a tape about a boy who kills his mother or something. I don't know why it would give you blade skill. Yeah, the workout vids should help with exercise XP, but it doesn't. At least not the last I checked. There's another dead... Oh, that's the... Yeah, that's a different season of Dead Wrong. 2-5. I think all the Mother's Boys are the same. I already have a 2-5. 0 and 2-4. Strange little men. That looks interesting. Dog Goblin. Hey, that's you, Yoda. Alright. I don't know if I did a completionist job of this, but good enough. I'm gonna head home. I'm also getting very sad. So, there is a Sweet Pea restaurant here. Actually, while I'm out, I'm going to transfer these into the trunk and go into the Sweet Pea restaurant. I suspect that I'm going to lose power pretty soon. So, trying to get stuff from a restaurant. It's either now or never, right? I like the restaurant doors. I wish you could make doors like that. Oh, hello. Thanks for the heart attack. Yeah, I am super surprised I still have power as well. Ooh, cheese. Yep, here's a bunch of frozen stuff. I'm not so interested in the rotted stuff. I don't have a compost bin yet. A restaurant that keeps a bucket. Smart. You know, you never know when you need a bucket. Actually, mop bucket, I guess. Ooh, potatoes. I'll take the sack too. That might be helpful for farming later. I don't believe I have a rolling pin, which is useful for dough. And I'll take a wooden cutting board, just so I can appear to be civilized. I do not have a how to use generators yet. I looked for it yesterday, didn't find it. Perhaps I'll look for it tomorrow or the next day. That will be left up to you. In fact, I can leave this up to you now. So there's the poll for tomorrow. I don't find the how to use generators annoying to find. I find getting to the buildings that have that book to be difficult. Not too difficult, but like that would be the hard thing for me, is to clear out Enigma books or clear out the elementary or high schools. Your chats aren't hidden, Whiskey. I can read them. The big ovens give good electrical XP. Yep. Oops. Sorry, neighbor. The reason I didn't... I tried to only disassemble things when I have the associated books read. And right now I don't have... I don't have the electrical book read, so I don't want to waste... Oh, crap. I hear, I'll hear some friendlies. I'm gonna... My freezer's completely full, so I'm gonna take out the things that absolutely don't need to be frozen. My sack of potatoes won't fit. Fine, go in the fridge. I want to ditch weight so I can actually fight that zombie. I do have the icy freezer. I guess. Ahoy from Denmark. Well, ahoy from America. Thanks for tuning in, dude. I'm gonna charge you for the blood on my carpet. Alright, let's see. Read a book. Eat a potato before it freezes. And... do I not own a TV? I don't think I owned a TV. I have all these tapes now. And no TV. I sense a problem. Very solvable problem. What a problem. Yeah, sometimes the conversations, as Emily says, goes a bit fast and I miss things. It's not because I'm ignoring you, but because I'm trying to survive or something. Other reasons I might not respond to your question or chat in general is it's a general question that I feel like chat will answer for me. Like, is this the first stream? Or what traits do you have? And chat can chime in for me. I know. You're volunteers. But yeah, I do find it useful to do it that way too. Because a lot of the time I get asked the same questions over and over. And for the sanity of the viewers that tune in from minute 1, I won't continually respond to them. Sometimes, not always. Well, it sounds like I have more neighbors, more of the HOA out here. I hear them growl. Oh, there you are. Come on. Come on, ladies. And then I'm going to try to rummage up a TV so that I can watch the tapes that I've grabbed. I really do hate fighting tired, though. This is why I have the dry coffee on me. For 2 zombies, I think it's fine, but fighting tired is miserable. It does get old to hear streamers recap stuff over and over. I know, and that's why I leave it to you guys to respond. If I feel like if it's one of those questions that it's like, oh yeah, that's easy to answer. All right, I am going to keep searching for books and magazines. Cool. It's also why I have the priority over there, so that and I usually keep that priority thing on all games I play, so that if you drop into a stream, you know exactly what I'm doing. I try to have it descriptive enough that you can sort of figure it out. Oh my lord! Okay. My heart's moving now. Thank you. No. Don't touch me. Because I'm drowsy, my, my character here is not able to be as vigilant. And, oh my lord. I'm also, taking some prescribed drugs that, like, raise my heart rate. So those jump scares are, like, a little extra. I'll put it that way. Oh, man. That caught me by surprise. I walked in there totally not thinking I was being followed. And I walked out completely unexpected. Whew. All right, cool. That's, that was spicy. And I went out there for a TV, and lo and behold, I came back with no TV. So, but my tomorrow task didn't even have TVs on it, so I don't really care. And thank you for that that emote there, Shield. The boo. Here we go, Yoda. So, Cock, the reason why my generator's inside, I know Glitch answered you, but it's because I don't have the generator book read, so I have no idea how they work, which is why they're inside. It's not hooked up. Electrician, profession, or learn knowledge required for operation. I don't know how it works yet. So what book should I read? Carpentry is done. Maybe Electrical 2. So electricity for intermediates. Is that on the floor? I feel like I left a lot of books that I meant to grab. Or maybe I never grabbed. Oh, no, I don't even have it marked down. Okay, so I'm the idiot. Tailoring 2. Tailoring for intermediates. I think that's on the floor. I thought I saw it. Yeah, there it is. I would agree with you. Mechanic is more relevant for starting a generator than electrician. Well, you know, whatever. All right, I'm going to sit here and wait for the 9 a.m. news. So that I know if there's a chopper coming today. Is it time for farming knowledge yet? Not yet. I don't live here, so I don't want to invest in farming here, because you can't move crops once you plant them. So here's the emergency broadcast. Hey, buddy. What's up? Clear skies. That's it? How is it not informed me? How do I still have power and water? That's just crazy to me. Rooftop farming is in my future? Possibly. Possibly. So I got my beef jerky for the day. My weight is down another kilo. And I'm going to go look for books and magazines. Where do you think I should go? So, Enigma Books is just a little up the road from the US mail service. And then there's a school that is sort of southeast of me. So I'm going to have you pick very quickly. Where should I look for books? I think the Enigma Books obviously has the greater book density, but it might be a little bit harder to get to. It really depends on how clogged downtown is. And then the school has like a library, but it also has like a lot of blind corners and can be very easy to get overrun by like varsity jocks with their school bags trying to chew on your face. I don't know. Both have their own challenges, and I'll give you just a minute here to vote while I travel out to the main road. Yeah, the school in Riverside can be a death trap. Indeed. One way to make it not so much a death trap is to carry 2 sheet ropes, a hammer, and some nails so you can bail out a window if you need. I'm not too worried about being a death trap though, because I take everything pretty cautiously, I'd like to think. As I've like been jump scared and had my glasses knocked off my head. All right. Enigma Books it is. Cool. I just wanted to see if these were workable cars. Nope. Probably not. Because another way to clear out towards the bookstore is just to run them over with cars aggressively. I do actually have a spare car, but I don't want to abuse it, because if I crash this one and I'm down to 1 car, it's good to have like a few backups. Also, sports cars aren't exactly the hardiest of vehicles. They break apart. Another thing to consider is there's probably not a lot of kills left in my crowbar. No, there is not. My crowbar will break after a few more zombies, maybe like 10. I do have a nice stick ready to go, but it's long blunt to short blunt, so it's not exactly... it should be fine. Jelena, I actually started trying to go to the USPS, the Postal Service, but they didn't have the book I was looking for. So now I'm trying Enigma Books, which is a bit further into town, which is why I'm trying to clear a path, doing it the hard way. Guy, why are you so panicked? You're a killing machine. This is your 411th zombie. Hey, they have military boots. I actually don't need military boots. I've got some spare. Oh, man. I forgot to... Oh, well. I forgot to take the tapes out of the trunk. I'm like a Netflix delivery service now. Now, the last time I was here, there was a really large swarm that I ditched in one of the houses to the south. So I think there's also a fair possibility that I re-aggro that swarm and have to deal with them again. We'll see. Netflix and kill. I love it. Here you go, Yoda. Thank you for tuning in to Project Zomboid, Guy on Fire, which originally streamed live on Twitch, March 29th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, please let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timer to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join the gaming community, Rhadamant.com and the description of this video have links to Discord. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel. I'll catch you next episode or a upcoming stream. Farewell and stay safe out there, fellow zombie survivors.